Hi everybody, this is Erica with Look What's in My Hoop for Flosstube number 11. It is December 27th, it's a Tuesday, and I have not filmed in several weeks. It's just been very busy, and I just prioritized other things, but I wanted to try to get in one more Flosstube before the end of the year. So I thought today would be a good day to do it, although I will warn you, I am not super organized, so we will see how this goes. And I did want to introduce, ooh, she's getting a little squirmy, our newest furry family member. This is Dolly. Dolly is about 4 months old, and there's Haley, my 4-year-old. Dolly is Haley's kitty, and she named her
Dolly.
Dolly, yes. She kind of reminds me of, although we spell Dolly with an I-E instead of a Y, she reminds me of the Dolly Parton song, Coat of Many Colors, because she is this very squirmy, beautiful
Can I have a
calico kitty. Yeah, hold on one second, honey.
Okay.
So,
I need a
this is part of the reason why I've been so busy and haven't been able to film. Dolly's very sweet, but what happened is, my middle daughter, Tara, takes, careful honey, there's a cord. My middle daughter, Tara, takes riding lessons, and the barn where she rides, of course, there's always barn cats, and there was a litter of kittens there, and for some reason this one, I just had to have her. She was so sweet, and it took a couple of weeks from when we first initially saw her to actually getting her in our home, and I wasn't sure how she would adjust, but she's doing fantastic. She had a respiratory illness she needed antibiotics for, and an eye infection we had to take her back and get antibiotics for. She probably ran off, honey. I think she was a little nervous about what I was doing. But she's healthy now, she's gaining weight, and she is such a good kitty. I did not need another cat, but I had to have this one, and I hate to think what would have happened to her if we hadn't rescued her. She was, you know, had a couple of illnesses, and the respiratory illness was pretty bad. So thank God that we brought her home and were able to get her fixed up. No more pets though. I just can't handle any more living things in my house, and each of my kids now has their own pet. And that's kind of what I wanted. So they can't look back and say, Mom, you never let us have any of our own pets growing up. And they can't say that. So it's pretty funny though, for each living thing I bring into the house, I have to get rid of a house plant. So I think I'm down to just 2 house plants because I have too many things to take care of.
I need these treats.
You're gonna go give those treats to Dolly? Okay,
Yeah.
Watch the cord, honey. Anyways, I am sorry it's been so long. I have quite a bit to share. I wanted to hop on because I do have some good giveaways I wanted to give away at the beginning of December, and I wasn't able to do that. So I think the last time I filmed was before Thanksgiving. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving and a wonderful Christmas. I hope those of you that are in the path of these winter storms and this Arctic blast are staying safe and warm. It's pretty cold here. Actually, today's not too bad. I'm in upstate New York. It's about 25 degrees out and it's sunny. It was much colder a few days ago. We're down to single digits, and the wind chill was made it colder still, but we did not get some of this snow dumped on in our area like other areas of the state, especially Buffalo. I'm praying for Buffalo. I'm hearing just terrible stories out there, so I hope all of you viewers are staying safe and staying warm, and I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas. We had a great time. Part of the reason I haven't filmed was because I just decided to be more intentional with my time around the holidays. I usually get so stressed with Christmas and the hustle and the bustle, and this year I hate Christmas, to be honest with you. I decided I didn't want that this year, so I cut back a lot on obligations and things, and I really just enjoyed my time with the family, and it was a great holiday, so I'm happy that I did that. But I did miss filming and showing everyone what I've been up to, so I'm excited to get back at it. So I have, I had 2 finished pieces, and I cannot find one of them, and I've looked everywhere. It's kind of disheartening. I know it is here in the house, but I just don't know where I put it. So I decided, I spent about an hour looking before filming this, and I decided just to move on. The piece that I finished was Enhever by Collection Tralala. Really cute pattern, and I finished the whole thing. I didn't fully finish it because I can't find it. But I did finish this. I'm hoping by the next time I film, I'll have figured out where I stashed it, and I'll be able to show you. This was a pretty quick stitch. It was not super difficult. Of course, I always make mistakes, so there is an error, which I'll show you. I'm not above, I mean, every piece I stitch has a mistake. I've just accepted it, and if I can work around it, I just keep moving forward. But I loved this. It came out really sweet. And
I'm sure of this.
Okay. Is this Dolly's? This is Dolly's fishing toy. Yeah, so she loves
It's for
that.
Pumpkin and Penny.
Yeah, it's for the other
Maggie.
kitties too.
Maggie likes this.
Yeah, Maggie does love that. All right, honey, Mommy wants to share stitching, okay? All right. So I'm sorry, I can't find that piece, but if anyone was thinking about stitching this one, I highly recommend it. It's pretty quick stitch, and it really is lovely. Pray that I find it. I have looked in all my normal stash spots, and I can't find it. So hold on. Oh, you want to show that up? Okay, we try to take it out of the package so it's not so glaring. The next piece.
I want to talk about it.
Okay.
This next piece, so it's really cute, but Mom didn't finish it all because it's too big.
It's too
and
big.
There has to be two thingies to it.
Two things, yes. So this is Joy. I don't speak French, so I'm just gonna leave the words up there. Joyeux Noel by Collection Tralala as well. And this was a complete impulse buy early in December. I couldn't wait for this to come in, and I pretty much put any other stitching aside and decided to stitch it. And I did, let me put that down. I did finish it. It's not fully finished. I just finished it a few days ago, just before Christmas. I think the day before Christmas, actually. So I haven't had a chance to finish it. But this is the finished piece. Don't mind my chipped nails. I've been cleaning and organizing, and my nails are suffering for it. So I decided to finish it as one piece. Thought it was really cute. I did pretty much use the called for DMCs. This color, I don't know if there's a mistake in the pattern. I couldn't figure out what that color was. There wasn't the symbol next to it was for this color, but on the pattern, oh, let me see the pattern, honey. On the pattern, it looks darker in the middle. So I just picked a DMC that I had. And if anyone wants to know the color, I could probably find it. Now, because I stitched this as one piece, and I didn't really do the math to calculate, my borders did not, were not smooth. So I just improvised by putting some little buttons, little snowflake buttons that I had, and my plan is to finish this into a pillow. And I stitched this on 25 count tan splash, I want to say. I think I got it from Stony Creek. It is not my normal count. I did want this a little bit bigger. And let's see, the pattern calls for, don't open that one. Not yet, honey. I don't know, it's hard to see if you can see all the little white in there. There's all these little snowflakes and falling snow. It is a little bit hard to see, so I apologize. I wanted this to be a quick stitch, and I decided because I already had the snow on the fabric that I would not stitch the snow, and I just added in these little snowflakes randomly as I thought I needed it to fill in. So that was the only other finish that I had since my last video, and I really wish I had the other one to show you. Babe, I know you want to help, but we have to be patient, okay? Lovey, you need to stop. Thank you. I am so sorry. The kids are home on vacation. This is the time I have to film, so there might be a few little interruptions. So that's that. I did order some backing fabric that should be here on Monday. And I would like to get that, I mean, it's too late to put out for the season, but I do want to finish things relatively quick as I get them. Oh, actually, that's a lie. I do have another finish for you. Hold on, I want to go get it. I had shown this, I'm sorry about that. I told you I was a teensy bit unorganized today. I know you're so excited, but let's show this. You want to hold it up? I have shown this before that I've stitched the Marion Mint. This was the free pattern on the Facebook page for Brenda. Yeah, you can hold it, for Brenda Gervais. And last year I sent this out to a friend of mine, and we decided we were going to stitch it together so that she's the only real life stitchy friend that I have. We've been friends since elementary school.
Can I show them the back? This is
yes,
the back.
That is the back. And we finished it, and I actually sent this to Alyssa with at Starry Night Studio on Instagram and had her finish it for us. I'm not great with finishing, and because Kim sent me hers, my plan originally was to do it. I just decided to send it off and have Alyssa finish both of ours. I was too nervous that I would mess it up, and I didn't want to take the chance, and I'm glad I did. I have mentioned before, I'd like to send some of my pieces out to be finished by a professional finisher because I don't have the time or the patience, and I want them to look nice. I spend all these hours putting in, stitching these, that I want them to look nice. So I won't do it for every piece, but certain ones I will. And this one Alyssa did, and I love it. So she finished it with this fabric on the back and just some cording, a little ribbon, and then this sweet little, nobody wants to see a flying fish in this video. This little, what is this? Berries, holly and berries. I don't know if that's a button or what that is, but it's cute. And I don't hang it on a tree because I don't have enough cross stitching to fill a tree. Maybe someday I will. But I did just set this out for the holiday season. And I just love looking at it because I know my friend Kim and I stitched it together. I do have another pattern that we are going to work on this coming year. I've showed before, but I had accidentally bought two patterns, which happens a lot. I don't pay attention. And so I'm going to send that one to her. It's a turkey, two turkeys, and in the middle it says, "Let us be thankful." So I'm going to send one to her, and she and I will work on that one together for this year. And I sent her her finished piece. She got it in very early December, so I know she really appreciated that. I highly recommend, if anyone wants to have someone finish their pieces, to check out Alyssa at Starry Night Studios. This is beautiful, and I'm so glad that I did that. So those are the only two finishes I have. Three, I guess, if I could find that one. And I apologize for Haley. She loves it when I do these videos, and I don't know, she gets a little silly. The next piece that I wanted to show you is by Lizzie Kate, and it is called ABC Christmas. This was a new start in early December, and I thought that I would be able to have it finished by the end of the month, but then I got sidetracked by the finished piece I showed you with the deer and the tree. So this one did not get done, but I'm making good progress on it. I just took it out of the hoop because I was working on it this morning, so I apologize for the hoop lines, but this is how far I've been able to get. It really is not a difficult stitch, and I could have had it finished if I hadn't, had a little squirrel and decided to do that other one. There are mistakes on here. I messed up somewheres here. So I decided to stop and to fill in over here and then work my way up and figure out where my mistake is and adjust as needed. This is being stitched on 32 count mint splash. And the pattern I did get off of 1, 2, 3 stitch. And I love it. I love this material. Lugana. It's my favorite fabric to stitch on. And I like the colors. So this has kind of been my focus piece. You know, I have quite a few whips, and it's driving me crazy. But of course, I have so many patterns and so many beautiful things that I want to stitch that it's very easy to just start something new. And I love that feeling of starting something new. But I also really love finishing things. So I am working on just kind of focusing on 2 or 3 pieces, getting some done, and then my plan is to pull another whip out and finishing that. There are a couple of whips that I have decided, I think, not 100% sure. Next week I'm going to go through and decide what I really want to finish, and patterns that I thought I wanted to stitch and I no longer do, which I might offer as giveaways. And what whips that I currently have that I really want to focus on and finish for 2023. And hopefully I won't have too many squirrels. And I have one gift card that was given to me for Christmas that I am going to use to buy some more patterns and some fabric. But after that, I am not allowed to buy any more patterns. I literally have so many, it's sinful. And I want to stitch them all, so why do I need to keep buying patterns? Awful. So, anyways, I wanted to show you some of my whips. This is a PDF from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I've shown this, I know I showed it a year ago in my very first Flosstube. I have had to start it. I think this particular piece here is the 3rd time that I've started it. I am happy with it. I just have to keep moving forward. I really love this. It's got that whole Christmas vintage vibe that I love. So I did work on this a bit. This is one of the ones, and I know I've said this before, that I really want. Oh, thanks. Thank you, honey. I'll take care of those.
You can show me.
I will show them, yes. That I wanted it finished for this Christmas. It didn't happen, but I am going to get it done for next Christmas. So this is how far I've been able to get. And this is also stitched on 32 count mint splash. And I restarted this, I want to say, in October. And I've just worked on it here and there. And I do love it. I mean, originally I had started 2/2. I had messed up my count. Restarted it 1/1. Decided I didn't like 1/1. And then restarted it again 2/2. And I do like it. I think I am going to frog out the little hooves on the reindeer. They just don't show up that great. But so far, look at all the fuzz and cat fur off it. So far, I really love how it's coming. And I just use all of the DMCs that are called for. I put them on this really sweet little floss ring with these Santa Claus thread drops that I made. These were just, I don't know if they're like tags, or they just came from Hobby Lobby. And then I have the hole punches, so I punched holes to make my own thread keeps, and they're really nice and thick. And then I just write the DMC number on the back. So I'll be able to use these for future projects. I'll just cross off the number and write the new number. But these are all the colors, and I love how bright they are. Very cheerful. And this piece makes me so happy. I don't understand why I haven't finished it yet. And I keep this in the one and only project bag I've made. I showed this last year. I did the vinyl front with the little thread keep. It is nowhere near perfect, but I just loved this fabric, so I keep it in that. After I finish the Lizzie Kate, this is the one that I'm going to focus on for my Christmas stitching. I stitch anything any time of the year, and I do tend to stitch, you know, seasonally, so, but I will work on this all through the year. Whoops, I actually better put that away. I think that is, oh, no, I do have one more whip. This is, I don't think I pulled out the original pattern. This is my working copy. This is Live on Little. It's Live on Little by Plum Street. A lot of people are stitching this. I do love it. I don't know why I don't really do nautical theme in my house, but I love it. Oh, here's the original. I've seen some people finish this on Instagram. It is absolutely beautiful. I know I have the first page completely done, and I started to work on page 2. This is stitched on, I want to say 32 count Bramble from Floss and Fabric. Using all the called fors. It's a really beautiful piece of, that's pretty true to color. It's pretty gray. Gray and tan. So I love this. I will pick this up. Usually I just put in a few hours each month. And when I get done is when I get done. So no real rush for me on this one, but I do enjoy stitching it a lot. And that really was about it for me for things I've worked on. It was a little bit crazy in early, just after Thanksgiving, I had been called for jury duty in our county courts, and so I had to do that for 6 days. Extremely interesting. I was on a jury 20 years ago. I was very young, and it was a civil case, and they ended up, I was actually only there in court after I was chosen for about a day, and then they ended up settling out of court. And then this one, you know, he was on trial, the accused, and it was very, very interesting. But it was 6 full days, so I was there at 9, and I didn't get home until maybe, 4 o'clock, 4:30. It's like a normal work day. And for those of you that don't know, I'm a nurse. I work very long hours, very long days, but I have a lot of days off during the week, 4 or 5 full days. So I was not used to that schedule, and it just completely threw me out of my whole routine. So that was tough. I didn't get a lot of stitching in because I don't know, it's just thrown off my routine. All right, so now I want to show you some of the things I did purchase before I said I absolutely can't buy any more patterns for the new year, except for that gift card, until I get some of my whips done. I'm gonna preface that. I'm gonna try really hard because I don't need to buy anything. But I decided I did want to have a, well, I could have started this on Christmas, but Christmas is usually too crazy for us. But I'd watched some Flosstubers lately that were stitching this, and it's been around for a while. The Barbara Anna Designs Santa's Trips. I know Lottie Da Stitches, I think, was the first one that I saw was working on it. And then, oh, I can't think of her name. She has a lovely British accent because she's from England, and I can't think of her name. But she showed it on her last Flosstube, and I've seen this before, and I really loved that border, and I just decided I'm going to do it. So I have the pattern, and I was thinking of stitching it on this. I have 2 fabrics. This is from X Jus Designs. It's 32 count Old Hickory, I believe is the name. It's a very pretty kind of gray or black. Or I have this, which is also from X Jus Design, and I don't know the name of it. This is a little more brown. But I do have a darker fabric coming that I'm kind of holding off for. I'm leaning towards this one unless I really like the darker fabric. So these are the flosses. I don't have them on rings yet. It's all the DMC that it calls for. Actually, I think there's one color I'm missing. Now this orange, I was a little shocked. that this, because it doesn't look orange in the picture at all, and I don't like this. This looks like a, I mean, it's a reddish orange, but it screams Halloween to me. I don't like it at all. So I had picked up a few coral colors I thought I might try to swap it out with. These are the coral colors I picked up. This is the red. 304 is the red in the berries. And that orange with those were the little berries around the big red one. And I don't like it. So I think I'm going to use one of these. I don't know, I'm kind of leaning towards this one or maybe this one. This is $8.92. So tell me what you think actually. $8.92 for the border. Or where's the other one? $3.52 was the other one that I was thinking. I'm not sure. I'll make a decision once my fabric comes in. But if you have any thoughts, let me know. Let me know what one you think you would use. And I did purchase this bag from Farmhouse Needleworks because, you know, I love anything vintage Santa. I've never ordered a bag from her. I found her on Etsy, and it's really beautifully made. I love the little boot zipper pull. And the thing that I like about her bags is she always has this, I don't know what you call them, little thread keep with it. And I love it because it snaps. And it's got the place you can store your needles and your extra pieces of thread. And then the little zipper pocket to store scissors or whatever you need. And then I had this little thread floss keep from, I think it's Sophia Violet Designs. And so when I finalize my colors, once I get the fabric, I will put everything on this. And I love that. So that will be a new start for me. Soon, hopefully if the fabric comes by New Year's, well actually I work New Year's Day, so I won't be starting at New Year's Day, but it'll still be a new year start for me. So that's something I want to do soon. And I also want to start, I've shown this before, the Prairie Schooler Barnyard Christmas ornaments. I was waiting for a fabric to come in. I want to start these early in the year and get them done so that I can have them finished for my children for Christmas next year. They've each picked out a couple that they like. And I'm going to be stitching it on 28 count old mustard, white mustard. This looks kind of yellow, but it's not. It's a nice cream color. This is also from Jus Design, and I have quite a bit of it. I won't need all of this for the ornaments, but I do have a Prairie Schooler piece I think I would like to stitch on this. I have enough patterns. I will find something to stitch on that. But I did want to start that early in the year. And you know, those are smalls. So I always like to have some smalls for when I go to visit my parents, or if I'm in the car waiting for my children for something or other, because it's just easy to stitch. So I love these. A lot of people have stitched them. I am planning on using, if I can find them, oh here. I started the Color and Cotton Thread Club a couple months ago, and I've had a few deliveries, but I decided, I don't know exactly what colors, but I'm going to use some from here. There's some beautiful reds and whites and dark browns and greens, and I will choose from there. So I'll be starting that. I mean, I won't need all of these colors, but if anyone is interested in the Color and Cotton Thread Club, These are beautiful, beautiful colors, and you can get 10 flosses a month, 5 flosses, and 3. Right now I am doing the 10, but it's a little too much. I think I'm going to cut back to the 5 because I don't need that many threads all at once. All right, so I think I'm just going to show you a little bit of haul, and then I'm going to show you what I have for a giveaway, and I think that'll be it. I'm really disappointed I don't have that one finished to show you. Anyways, this is the new Color and Cotton Floss Club for December. These beautiful winter colors. Absolutely beautiful. So you can go right on their website if this is something that you're interested in. Like I said, I think I'll probably do a month or 2 more months of the 10, and then after that drop it down because I have quite a bit of thread in my stash, so I don't really need to, you know, continue this many. I also decided, I saw these on a Flosstube and I ordered them from 123 Stitch. It's the Lizzie Kate Home for the Holiday Sleds. So these are the Home for the Holiday Sleds. And these are the stocking sleds. And there's one more that I want, but it's out of stock, although it will be coming back in, they said. And I love these. Like I said, I like to have a little stitch for when I'm just out of the house, something I can do in the car or, you know, at my parents'. And this is one of the things I'll keep as a little stitch for up there. And you stitch it on perforated paper. So I did order the called for. This is antique brown, 14 count. So I should have enough to do all 9 stockings that I want. And then you can get these little sleds, these little wooden sleds, and they're so cute. They just sit right on there, and then you can put them on a tree or whatever you want to do with them. But I loved that idea. I've seen people add little bows and little things dangling down or some greenery. I think they'd be beautiful, just the stitching by itself. So there's lots of different ways you can do it. These I purchased from, I want to say it's called Red Fox Primitives on Etsy, but I do believe, and I didn't realize it at the time, I think you can also get these sleds on 123 Stitch. So that was a new purchase. The other thing I ordered was, I don't know if I can take them out without wrecking it. It's called the North Pole Express, and from, oh sorry, I showed the pattern there, Classic Color Works. Really, you buy the thread and then they give you this complimentary pattern, and this was also from 123 Stitch. But I thought it was so cute. There's another one called North Woods Express. You can see some of the colors there. Beautiful. And this one is called North Woods Express. I love this one because that bear just kills me. So I might work on these for a little bit of a winter stitch. I don't think these would be much to finish, to stitch up. And I decided, because I have some of that leftover tan fabric, that I will stitch both of those on these. In between finishing all my whips, right? The other thing I was hoping to get to, but I didn't because I got sidetracked, but I had bought Lizzie Kate Dear Santa, I've Been Good. Or I had it, I'm not sure. And I thought, oh, this will be really quick to stitch out because it's lettering. Lettering goes super easy. And I have all of the called for threads. Oops, except maybe the red. Oh, Louisiana hot sauce. That's because I'm using it in the ABCs. So there is a red in here. But I was wondering what you guys thought, if it would be okay on this gray fabric. This is also, it's called Basalt, B-A-S-A-L-T, Splash. If you think that that would look okay on this gray. I mean, lately I'm into this fabric with the snow. It's so sweet. So tell me, I don't know, let me know what you think. Try to get the red in there so you can see. I mean, I know here it shows it on a more neutral color, but I don't know, I'm kind of digging the gray. So that might also be a little car stitch, because I don't think that would be too bad. Now, I've shown a few of these before. I love them. I collect them. I haven't stitched one single thing out of them. But this is the Craftways A Cross Stitch Christmas Heart of the Holidays book for this year. And I won't show you all the patterns in there. There are some floss tubes. If you do a search by the title and Craftways, people are posting videos that you can go through and see all of the patterns before you decide to purchase. There are some really nice ones in here, and there's one, if I can find it quick, I'll show you, that I really loved, and I thought it might be so sweet to stitch someday when I have made it through all of these other piles of patterns I have. It's this one. It's called Woodland Sampler, and it's by Susan Bates. But I'm a sucker for the animals. Love it. This was ordered on Hirschner's. So if any, no, nope. I think this was from Stony Creek. Now, Hirschner's has a lot of these that you can get for $5. These books are pricey. They're $40. I think that's a bit much. Like, yes, you do get a lot of patterns, but I don't know, I don't like paying that much. I did for this one, but I have bought all the other ones that I've bought, I found on Hirschner's, and they were marked down to $5. And now that's a price I'll pay for a book. But this one was really cute, and I splurged. I'd been working a lot of extra shifts because we're so short, and so whenever I work extra, I feel like I should reward myself. It's a terrible habit, but I ordered this. So that is available. And I think the only other thing I wanted to show you guys, just also to get your thoughts, was this pattern called Merry Christmas by Doreen Jones. This kind of reminds me of the reindeer and the little tree I just stitched with these quirky little characters. And you know, I am a sucker for borders. I love them so much. I know they're not always fun to stitch, but I love them. And I was thinking, these are, I think, I don't have them on drops yet, but you can kind of get an idea. These are all of the thread colors. There may be a few extra in here. I don't know. DMCs, like nothing crazy. And I was thinking of stitching it on this pink fabric. I know pink seems a little kind of weird for Christmas. Again, it's got the little snow drops. And I don't know, that might be too bright. Just let me know what you think. I didn't start this because I wasn't 100% sure on this fabric. But I don't know. Tell me what you think. Clearly I have an obsession with this snow printed fabric. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to tell you, in case anyone notices, on this pattern, I did change up. So across the bottom, between the snow and the bottom, they had like these little diamond shapes, and I did not stitch those. Instead, I just put a green running stitch around the edge. I wished I had spaced it slightly farther away, just one hole away. And this was the green that I used for the running stitch. So that was not called for in the pattern, but I just added it in just to give it a little extra something. Okay, now for the giveaway. So I have said before how much I love on Etsy Pam's Needle and Threads project bags. They are beautiful. I ordered this one to give away to a viewer and a subscriber in early December. Of course, I didn't get to it, but I still want to give this away. So if anyone is interested in getting this project bag, this is the inside. They're beautiful. The front is quilted, and then it's just a, I got some thread, just a Christmas tree or tree print on the back. So if anyone is interested in this giveaway, just please put the number 1 down below, and I'm happy to send that along to someone. Now, I had also ordered this. I love these little animal crackers, and I've never stitched one, and I want to do it. And there's a companion piece, the female, I think it's called Paisley. This is Whitaker, but I think the girl is called Paisley, that I would like to start doing. But when I was looking at those, I found this one, Scarlett by Stacy Nash. And I don't know what it is. It's just so dang cute. So I ordered one, and I accidentally ordered 2. And so I also want to give this pattern away if anyone is interested. I know it's not very Christmassy, but I was really in the giving mood, and I wanted to share. And I wish I had done it earlier in the month, but I'm doing it now. So if anyone is interested in this pattern, it's brand new. Just put a number 2. And then I will draw before my next video, which I am planning on continuing to do monthly, even though I got a little sidetracked this month. So I will draw before the next video, and then we'll get these out to whoever wins. I think that really is it for today. I apologize again that this wasn't super organized, and but I do appreciate all of you that are following, that watch these videos, that enjoy watching these videos. I know I don't have as many finishes. Some people really whip out these projects and they have beautiful finishes. I mean, stitching is what brings me the greatest joy as far as my hobbies. So the joy for me is in stitching, not necessarily finishing them. So I usually don't have as many finishes, but I'm happy to share what I do and hopefully give other viewers some ideas, or at least there's always plenty of haul inspiration, that's for sure. So hopefully I will be back in January, and I think I'll show you whatever I have finished, whatever I've started to work on. But I think I will also show whips that I've decided to dekit. What do they call that? I know there's a term for it. UFO it? Is that what it is? I don't know. I think there's a couple that I'm not going to continue to do. And then I will certainly show you whips that I am picking back up and hopefully have plans to finish. So I wish everyone a very happy new year. I hope everyone is healthy and safe and warm. And again, I appreciate all of you who have continued to follow me. For those of you that are new, welcome. If you like what you see, please subscribe or hit your notifications so that you'll see when a new video is available. Oh, and this is the other thing I wanted to ask. For those of you that live in New York State, I don't have any needlework shops near me. So if anyone in New York State knows of a New York State actual physical needlework shop, please send me it in the comments. I am not opposed to making a trip, even if it's 2.5 hours away from where I am. I don't care. It would be worth it for me maybe to go out a couple times a year just to check out some of these shops. I'll make my husband drive me, and maybe we can do lunch. He can drop me off, I'll shop, he can do whatever, and then we'll go out to lunch. So if you know of any New York State cross-stitching stores, please send them to me in the comments, and I'll look them up. Maybe I'll be able to make a trip out one day. So that really is it. Okay, Happy New Year's, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in about a month.